G'day YouTube, g'day Squid Squad. Welcome to another episode of the Friday Vape Club. As always, your host Squidly Triss, back for another hardware review for you. Today we are looking at the Vaporesso Aurora Play. This thing is a little pod system, so it looks like a fucking Zippo. What do you think? The one thing I really miss about smoking is my Zippos. I got rid of all my Zippos a couple of years ago when I started vaping, so I didn't want any temptation. And I thought the Zippos would really give me that temptation. So Vaporesso have released this Aurora Play Kit. It looks like a Zippo, but you open up the top and inside you've got your mouthpiece and the pod is in here. I want to give a huge shout out to Vaporesso for sending this my way for a review. Thanks very much. You know it won't change my opinion. And a big thanks to We Vape Mods for organising that for me. So the Vaporesso. What we're going to do, let's dive down, let's take a quick look around, and then we'll jump back up top and we'll do the pros, the cons. So stick around, watch the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Alright, here we have a closer look at the Vaporesso Aurora Play Kit. It looks just like a bloody Zippo. It is 16mm thick, it is 44mm in diameter, and it is 79mm in height. Pretty sure it's made of a zinc alloy because it's got some hefty weight to it. So let's take a quick look around it. Alright, let's start up here. This is the top. Open this up. You got the nice sort of Zippo style switch in here. You do see your mouthpiece for your pod kit, and you do see the plunger style fill section. We'll take a quick look at that in a second. You do have a window here to see how much juice you have left. Nothing else on the front. Down the side here, you've got your power button. 5 clicks turns it off. 5 clicks turns it on. Then you've got your micro USB port for charging. Nothing really on the back. They've kept the branding down, which I really, really love. I dig this brushed finish to it. Looks fucking stellar. So you open it up and you literally vape. That's it. Air activated, no button to push, just make sure it's on and you go. That's how simple it is. Simply pull the pod out and that's it. There's the connections there for the pod. Inside the pod, you do have a 1.3 ohm Vaporesso C-cell coil head. These C-cell coil heads are fantastic. They last ages and they give you some really, really good flavor. So see down here, you've got this little, fuck off, fucking camera. This camera's being a cunt. Can't wait to get a new fucking setup. The beautiful thing about this pod is you can fill it up while it's inside the battery housing, so you don't need to take this out, but I'll just show this for demonstration. You put the tip of your bottle into the hole. See how it plunges down? So then that allows juice to come into the pod itself. Very cool design, Vaporesso. I love what you've done there. You've taken all the stress and the mess out of filling up pod systems. You put your pod back in, close the lid, and you're ready to go. The beautiful thing about this pod system is that you can put it in your pocket and you don't have to worry about getting pocket crud in the drip tip because you got that cover on it. Excellent. All right, let's take a look at the packaging that it comes with. And we have the packaging. You've got a nice picture of the Aurora Play right there. The name up the top, the little Vaporesso logo down the bottom. On this side, you've got some description. So you've got the C-cell coil there. Just got a little bit of information about your charging and the press to fill system that you just saw. On the other side, you've got nothing. And then here we go. So we've got some specifications and a little bit about the product contents, all the warnings and everything else down the bottom. Open up the packaging and your Aurora Play will be sitting here. Underneath that, there is a little box. Inside that box, you do receive a spare 1.3 ohm pod, and you do get this absolutely beautiful braided USB charging cable. There you go. That was the Aurora Play. Let's jump back up top. We'll do the pros, the cons, the price, and if I would recommend it. So that was the Aurora Play close-up. What do you guys think? Should we have a vape? The one thing I love about this Aurora Play you could do your old Zippo tricks. That's fucking cool, isn't it? So yeah, let's talk about the flavor, the airflow, and the cloud production. So the flavor of this thing is intense, as you would expect from a pod system. I give it around an 8.5 out of 10. Really, really fucking decent flavor. I was very, very surprised. And I think the flavor for this is so good because Vaporesso have included their C-Cell coil head in here. That C-Cell coil head is fantastic. It was in the Vaporesso Nexus. I'm pretty sure it might be in the Vaporesso Zero. I think it might be in the Zero pod system as well, but they have really, really done well with that C-Cell coil head. So the flavor of this is like an 8.5 out of 10. Really, really good flavor. Cloud production is pretty good for a mouth to lung pod device. Let's do it again. Get some pretty good cloud production. And the airflow, it is a very nice restricted airflow. Very good mouth to lung device. All right, let's go over some other pros for this. A big pro for me is just how it looks. I love that it looks like a Zippo and it clicks like a Zippo, feels like a Zippo. It's got that Zippo sort of brushed look to it. Really great. I love the fact you've got a little window so you can see your pod. The mouthpiece. This little mouthpiece is so ergonomic in the mouth. It fits in, the tip fits in your mouth just right. Another huge pro for this is the fill system. So you can leave your pod in here, you can fill it up through that plunger system and you're good to go. You don't need to remove the pod. It kind of just sits in there and it's all good to go. The pod is a 2mm pod. That's another huge pro for me. So you're getting, I think most pods that I've found are about a 1.2mm. So this being that little extra capacity means I don't have to fill it up as frequently. You got a 650 mAh battery in here, so it lasts a day as your secondary vape. If you were vaping this all day, every day, it wouldn't last all day. You'd probably get a couple of hours out of it at most. It's very easy to use. The pod system drops in. The other thing, I just love fiddling with it. I really love fiddling with this thing. I know I'm gonna fucking wear it out, but I don't care. I fucking love it. It's so good. So it satisfies my fiddling crave as well as my nicotine crave. Vaporesso, you've done a bang up job. This thing is not without its cons though. A couple of cons that I found for this is the hinge. It's very pronounced and it's very obtrusive. You know, a Zippo, it's nice and flush. Vaporesso do something about that. Gives it a bit of a funky look. And the other one is the pod system. The pod system is very fucking hard to get out once it's in there. You kind of got to remove the tip and then pull it out. It's a little bit fiddly to get in and out. So once it's in there, you shouldn't have to get it out that frequently, only unless you need to change the pod, and that will be, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks down the track once the coil head is burnt out. If you were into Zippos and you want a different pod system, have a fucking crack at this. Squidly Tris recommends this. I highly recommend this. Over all other pods, this is the one I reach for the most, and I think it's just because of that whole Zippo smoking feel. It looks good, it vapes really well, the pod system holds 2 fucking mil. What more do you want? Air activated, no buttons, turn it on, turn it off, 5 clicks, easy. And then you just fucking open up the top and you vape. Fantastic. So that's it. That's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, then fuck off. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, please like, please share, please subscribe. And remember, keep it cloudy, YouTube. Keep it fucking cloudy. Done. Yeah.